Okay, so like, how did or like who inspired you to like first start playing Geometry Dash?
Um, I I think I found Geometry Light on the App Store in like 2013 or something.
Hmm.
Um, and I played that for a bit, and then one of my friends from school was playing like the full version, and so I downloaded the full version and played on mobile for a couple years. And then one day after I got a PC, someone in my math class when I was in ninth grade was playing Theory of Everything 3, and I had like 41% of that on mobile, so I was like, I'm gonna get the game on Steam, and I'm gonna like actually play it and stuff. And yeah, that's what happened.
Hmm. Okay, so like what really like keeps you motivated? Like what made you decide to keep playing? Or like what keeps you motivated to play?
I think making content mostly. Um, because I mean that's more like to some degree what like pushed me to do um, like crazier stuff. I think than just like um, star grinding or like playing like easier demons. And so I'd say that.
Okay, so like, um, what would you say your biggest roadblock has been, like while you've been playing?
Um, I think like back in like 2022 or so, I think like criticism. Like I used to get a ton of criticism for um, for like playing Firework, especially because back then I was playing it like a crazy amount, and I think I'm a pretty like generally speaking I'm a pretty like pretty sensitive person. So like I
Mm-hmm.
think back then especially I had a pretty hard time dealing with that and like not internalizing all of it and like kind of just uh, thinking of I don't like to block it out completely. I think it's good to at least consider it, but when it's like unreasonable criticism, like I had a very hard time not internalizing that. But I definitely got way better at that, and now I don't really care at all. So,
Oh, okay. So um, what's your favorite level, like that you like?
my favorite level right now is Lumity Landscape, which I don't know if you're familiar with it or not, but basically it's like this this like fake mega collab that's like actually a solo level, but it's um like all the parts are in the style of like different creators and stuff. And it's also pretty hard. And I was a verifier for it at one point, but uh, I decided to just focus on Firework, and also I want to, if I do beat it, I want to beat the unnerfed version.
Oh,
So,
okay. Why choose Firework? Why would you choose to play Firework?
so back in 2021 when I started Firework, so I jumped to Sunset Sandstorm, and before I actually started going for Firework, I was originally just gonna go for Bloodlust as like it seemed like the logical next step in terms of like jumps and stuff. And then I decided that since I wasn't really struggling much with Sunset Sandstorm from like a mental, um, with regards to like my mindset for it, I decided to go for Tartarus instead. But I figured it would be a lot more interesting if I went for something harder that like wasn't on the demon list, because at the time that was the number one level, and I thought Trick was going to drop Firework, so I figured I'd make progress on it and try and verify it. And if not, then I'd just continue going for that. But it was just kind of like the hardest thing that I thought I could actually do. that was like I had access to because I figured I wouldn't be able to do VSC or Silent Club Step for whatever reason, just because I didn't really have a good conception of their difficulty, and still down other than they're harder than Firework, but yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So, what would you say is your favorite part of playing?
Um, I think I'm kind of at a point where like I am a little bit like niched into this game. I still enjoy playing it, but I think my favorite part is just like streaming it and like making content. So I think like though on my main channel it's like I kind of like focus on like specific things that I want to do that are like more interesting. Like I think my favorite part is just like streaming it or like playing it in a call with someone. It's just like something to do while I like while I'm like talking with people. I think which kind of doesn't really answer your question a little bit, but I don't know. I think it's just kind of as something to do while I'm talking with people. I think it's not necessarily about what I'm doing in the game, but more so like I guess trying to like I don't know. That's not a very good answer, but
Okay. So, like, is there anything you wish you'd done differently? Is like, yeah.
Let's see. I wish I would have. I think the biggest thing that comes to mind is like, I wish I would have stuck with unnerfed Firework, because originally before the level got verified, I was playing on the unnerfed version that Trick gave me, and I kind of wish I would have stuck with that because I think it's a lot more interesting and like unique. Besides that, I think I'd have to think about it. I think there really isn't much that like I would really change. I don't know. I'm kind of like pretty satisfied with it. So I don't know. I'd have to think about that more. But that was the first thing that comes to mind.
Do you ever like wonder what your life could or would have been like without Geometry Dash?
I probably would have played. I probably would have played a different game, to be honest. Like I probably would have focused on another game. I do think Geometry Dash kind of like is a really good way to like because at a fundamental level it really is like it's hard to blame other factors for like dying in the game. So at a fundamental level I think it does kind of like give you a really good mindset for things in general. Just because it's so simple that when you mess up, it's like it's kind of always your fault. And so I don't know. I feel like in that regard, like it kind of does give you a good mindset for other things. So I don't know if I would have stuck with playing other games. I do definitely think being in the community like changed me a lot, because I think it's like I think generally speaking, it's like a very like accepting and overall the people I met in the community definitely I think shaped me a lot differently than I would have otherwise shaped if I like otherwise would have been shaped by the people who like I went to high school with. I would have definitely turned out a lot differently. Probably not for the better. So I guess in that regard, like I think it kind of put me down the path of like being a better person in a way. But yeah.
Okay, so like this next question's kind of like difficult to answer, but like do you ever like plan on quitting the game, for like doing anything else?
Or completely quit. I don't know. I might make a new YouTube channel one day. I've thought about like maybe a Minecraft channel, just because like I feel like at a certain point, like I'll run out of things to do in this game. Like I mean, it's pretty simple. I mean, it would be nice if I could like get to the point where I'd still have a pretty substantial viewership while just like playing Extreme Demons or something, or just like not doing as crazy stuff as I do right now. But yeah, I thought about like maybe a Minecraft channel, or like just because like there's more to do. I think there's like there's more people who play it. I've also thought about like if a new game comes out, just like making a new channel and jumping on it immediately, just to see like if I could like, I don't know, be good at it or something. I'm not all too sure. Just do something original. And then I've also thought about like making a channel in the future, where like something that just doesn't have to do with games. Like I was thinking like maybe like political commentary, or like political philosophy, but I'm not really all too sure about that yet. But it's definitely not out of the question.
Okay. Well, that was all the questions I had. Thank you for like allowing me to interview.
Of course.
Just like thank you. And I would like to say like you are probably one of the first GD YouTubers I might have started watching, like when I got into the game like a couple years ago. And I think the first video of yours I saw was the worst GDPS video, and I thought it was just like, because like when I saw the when I first saw the thumbnail, it was just like, oh, this might be just like another GD colon video, and I like those. And then I clicked on it and I was like, whoa, who's this? But like I really liked the videos, and like even now I like, a lot of times I find myself going back and watching a lot of your videos, because I definitely find them really interesting. So
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Oh, you're welcome. Well, just like, again, thank you for allowing me to interview you. I hope you have a good day. And
Thank you. I hope you do too.
Oh, thank you. And goodbye.
See ya.
See ya.